Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon and good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome to the Admin Time podcast. My name is Sam, and joining me today is
Jones Chua.
Hey, let's go.
Hey
Okay.
man.
Okay. So before we get into the topic, let's have some personal questions, personal background story of
Mm.
how we met. Um, doesn't have to be your whole life story, but just a brief story. So, Jones, tell me about yourself.
So, my dear viewers and listeners, my name is Jones Chua. I was a lifeguard from 2015 to 2016, and I was a protection. I keep saying protector, protections or installations trooper from 2020 to 2021. So basically, we protect Sembawang Wharf, Jurong Island, and Changi Airport. You know those guys wearing the shades with the police, just like muka steam like that. But then we got our sunglasses and masks, so no one can see at the point of time. But yeah, the army was how Sam and I met. We had BMT together from
That's
January
right.
January the 3rd, 2020 to March the 7th. That was our POP, and then Sam went to Nee Soon to complete his medical course, while I went to Maju to complete our infantry vocation training and POI training phase.
Infantry.
Infantry. All right, Sam. That's it, man. That's the gist of how
The
we met.
gist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're currently what course are you taking again for uni?
Oh yeah, I'm a Murdoch University student, currently taking a double major of international business and management. Yourself?
Represent.
Represent.
Okay, I'm currently studying. I'm currently attending Malayan Colleges Laguna, which is located in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
For myself, I was born in the Philippines and raised in Singapore. How about you, Jones? Like, I mean, I know, but like,
What do you mean?
let's
I
just
like,
have
was
a bit.
born here. Oh, I
Yeah.
Singapore through and through.
Hey,
Singaporean.
true blue Singaporean. Let's go.
Yeah. In West Philadelphia, born and raised. On the playground where I spend most of my days.
That's a good rendition. That's a good rendition. Okay, so I'm currently taking up bachelor's of science of multi bachelor's of science and arts of
Mm.
multimedia art. It's super long. Bachelor's. Never mind. Let me just skip to the MMA part.
Sure.
Bachelor's of multimedia arts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, uh, some degree of multimedia arts. So long,
Yeah,
crazy long.
I know.
And then um currently having my first. I'm actually a freshman right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, me and Jones actually completed NS the 2nd of November like last year,
Mm.
and we came up to have this podcast to like um discuss about things um what we would discuss during admin time, which
Yeah.
is a form of like a free time during our military service,
Damn
and
right.
that's why we came up with this name, Admin Time Podcast, because
Yeah.
this is what we discuss like during admin time. So today's topic will be army. It's because me and Jones met in the army, so
Yep.
it's just right to
Yeah.
discuss
It's,
about
it's it's the best
the
way
army.
to. It's the best like, sort of like pilot episode. Yeah. We
Exactly.
get we tell you listeners how we met and everything. But rest assured, even though if it's called Admin Time Podcast, we have an admin bottle as our icon. You can assure you that the rest of the weeks we have different topics lined up to discuss. All right. Let's
This one
go.
like very legs, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
la
chill,
lepas
chill,
ya. Gila
chill,
lepas.
chill. Okay, okay.
Alright.
First question. Okay, what were your like opinion about army pre-enlistment? Okay. Let me just start for me.
Mm.
Um, I actually got my enlistment letter. Well, like, what was your feeling, Jones?
I couldn't wait to start. Honestly, I mean, because we are I we're from IT, right? Yeah, both of us were from
Yeah.
IT. Yeah, then we had to. I had to like defer like 2 or 3 times because of education. I think was
Mm.
it like once for IT, and then twice after IT I went to Kaplan, and I still had to defer again. So I believe that was the third time I got the letter. But I
Mm.
honestly couldn't wait to enlist. And during the our medical, right, then we had to do all these medical tests, and then at the end got the computer test, everything. You are expressing
Yeah.
interest, right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
always wanted to do protection installation. So when I got it, right, it was
Like,
like
don't you
yeah.
think like the picture they put up like in in the test itself, like you saw like, oh shit, this actually really cool, like the range shits and stuff, and someone it's in Changi Airport if I'm not wrong,
Yeah, yeah, I
and
mean,
then you're like,
yeah.
it's like so cool. And then I'd be like, oh, it looks cool, so I just click that rather than going to like some oops, um,
Yeah.
um where was I? Oh, instead of like taking some other like vocation, but
Mm.
if I'm not wrong, we're not like um we're not given a choice of where to go. It's more like
Mm.
the allocation of like MINDEF and stuff, which is
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Right. I mean, you express
Anyways,
interest lah, but then
yeah,
it's not necessary that you get it lah. Yeah.
exactly,
Mm.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. So when you received the letter, you felt you're actually excited, right?
Yes. Very much.
Um, very much excited. Okay,
Mm.
for me, I actually have a mixed feeling about and as like okay as a
Okay.
kid, like
Uh.
when I learned about, because there was this show, I think, I mean it's not Our Boys to Men, definitely
Mm.
not Our Boys to Men, but there was some Filipino like telenovela series
Mm.
that speaks about like the process of um how police are made. Like it's the show is called The Two of Us. They used to show it in MediaCorp before it gets
Okay.
obsolete and stuff. And
Interesting.
um and I was so into it. Like yo, like I remember during my canteen days where I was just uh like me and my friends, and then we just call, then we calling on the canteen floor. It was like it's a bit like it's so weird, but like
Oh my
I
gosh.
felt it. And then
Uh-huh.
like during my free time, like throughout the years, like I've been really interested in like guns and stuff, and
Mm.
like action movies, and
Yeah.
I'm just like so interested in all those kinds of things.
Mm.
And then I started having this feeling that actually, you know what, like I started having this realization, why 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 you want to Chong Sua, and then I got freaking lazy after that.
Uh-huh.
Like after all those years, I got freaking lazy,
Yeah.
and then like I didn't see the purpose of it. So that was like the reason of why I had mixed emotions with this national service, right?
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Then when I actually got it, I was like I was thinking of it like, actually, what do I want from this? Like then I just started asking. Then I just searched. I remember doing this like before my this pre-enlistment checkup, the health checkup, and
Mm.
the exam thing, right?
Yeah.
So I I what do you call this? I searched up a lot of things, like I searched up guards, searched up commandos, I searched up
Ooh.
NDU,
Wow.
and like I was like so interested, like commando, like wow, like
Mm.
you bring the name of vocation,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I
Like
I
Commando
I
NDU.
experienced this. I jumped off of the helicopter, did
They
some
got
parachute.
like jump wings, everything, right?
Exactly, like
Red
I feel
beret,
those are
everything.
really
Yeah,
really cool,
definitely.
and
Yeah.
like it's like some like highest honor you would like hold up for
Mm.
yourself and something like that. Um like it's not like you show off this like achievement. It's more like,
Mm.
oh, I actually achieved this,
Yeah,
like
you achieve
wow, like
something. Yeah. You're
yeah,
proud. You're
like,
proud of your own
for
achievements.
personal, like exactly.
Mm.
And then um like soon after that, I became so interested in joining the actually I actually wanted to
Really?
sign on. Yeah, I actually like thought of it. I
Okay.
wanted to go to guts,
Uh.
like for my BMT. Like I wanted to go guts, and if I got into guts, then
Uh.
probably just sign on lah. Cause
Yeah, 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 definitely.
the
You
the,
already
the
go through
the
so much. You might as
benefits
well go
are
through all the way,
exactly
right?
like
Yeah.
it's also a big benefit as well. Anyways, after that, then so I went to the this what do you call this, the place where you do your checkups. Where is it?
The oh my gosh. uh, 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 oh my god, I did Ops V there. How can I forget, yeah?
Uh,
Oh my god, no, not BMTC, no. Uh, oh my god, how can you forget? Okay, doesn't matter.
uh,
Yeah, the
eh,
medical place, the medical place.
yeah,
Yeah,
medical place.
yeah.
I also forgot. Yeah, like wow,
Oh my god.
空感. Then then like I see all those medics there. Like for me, like when I see medics, I don't really appreciate them. Like I mean, um, like doing I dislike, I totally dislike medical stuff. Like medical stuff isn't my forte, and like all this science bullshit. Like no, this is not for me.
Mm.
And like they checked me up. Then um they did the blood, uh what do you call this,
Blood test.
blood test. Yes.
Yeah.
Why do you know more than me, like medic? How? Anyways, they did a blood test, and then like I like you were like, actually, how? I asked the guy, bro, how you actually like doing like what you doing, ah? Then he
Mm.
say, 我偏咯, some NS 嘛, then suck thumb oh, then that's like the usual kind
Yeah,
of like comments
that's
you
the
get
suck
from,
thumb. So a lot of
exactly,
suck
like
thumb lor.
like that.
Like that lor.
Then like, oops, then came the like the questions and stuff. Like
Mm.
when they were asking me the questions, I felt kind of intimidated because I'm like with a lot of like GC students, and like I feel like out of place, you know.
Mm. Yeah,
And
yeah.
then like the poly students. I mean, I'm not saying that like I'm not saying that because of like the standard that they have. Like, poly is here, and like the IT is like
Mm.
a bit lower. It's not really that. It's more like uh if you actually went into the institution, like for example some JC, uh
Mm.
you would think that you are smart, right? Like I
Well,
mean it's
in a way lah,
definitely
yeah,
uh
education wise,
yeah,
you're
exactly.
at that stature.
um and then uh you see them like wow, so decorated. Like
Mm.
you get what O level, you took O levels, and then you go to JC.
Mm.
It's like so, what do you call this, like you can feel the difference, you would like difference yourself.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
it's definitely a stigma as well, like
Mm.
when you're like, but anyways, I was just very out of place. Like I felt like I feel like they have a better chance than you know
Yeah.
uh for them to like actually go to the things that they, to the vocation they actually want to get.
Mm.
And well, I didn't really mind that as well. But it's more like some back some things off the back. But
Mm.
anyways, did all that, and I've done the medical testing, and then like yeah, I was actually kind of confident that I would get into guards and stuff. Then I was talking to my manager in my internship. And it's like, I actually got my enlistment letter. Then like it's like, oh, okay, like what what do I didn't ask him that. I didn't ask him where I want to go. He like uh he like tell me that he was like in engineering and stuff. And then I
Mm.
told him I actually want to go guards. He said, wow, guards, you strong. You like all these strong work. Then I was like, oh, why not? Like I actually like what they're doing. They're
Mm.
so like garang and stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's like so me,
Like
you know?
guts,
Like
yeah. Ups,
exactly.
yeah. Ups leh.
Exactly.
Yeah, is that ups, man?
Yeah,
Ups.
exactly. Then I mean that's more of it lah. Like all
Mm.
of the pre-enlistment thoughts. Um yeah. Do you have any like what do you call this, like back, like what do you call this, like some second thoughts of um like I know we're in a very like dark like I know it's a dark question, but do you have thoughts on like getting out of like the country and stuff, like
No way. Okay.
no?
Before I answer, the place is called CMPB. CMPB.
yes. Did you search that up?
No, I
I
did.
think you
I
did
just remembered.
ups. That's why you
Ups.
keep your rank. You keep your rank.
CFC baby,
Your rank.
both of us.
CFC baby. CFC.
But but regards to your question, no, I actually very much want to serve my country. I mean,
Loyalty.
as cliche as it sounds, but
Loyalty to country.
yeah, loyalty to the country. That's our first
So,
SAF core value, right? Is it? Ah, yeah, it is.
hey,
But like, if you try to escape your reality, so to speak, then it doesn't look good
given
on
an
your
advantage,
character.
disadvantage.
It,
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't think of the advantage of all this, like I will lose my citizenship or everything. I didn't think of that, but it's just a testament of your character. If you trying to escape your reality, try to change countries, escape here, escape your problems and all that kind of stuff, then what does it say about your character? You know what I mean? So and it's just 2 years. I mean, you everyone says that sure you suffer, but then you enjoy a lot. You have this bond and camaraderie with your friends. You
Gain
experience, yeah, you
experience.
get experience, and you know how people characters are, so that
Mm,
it's like a prelude to when you go to the workforce, then you know how to judge and how to deal with other
handle
people. Yeah.
exactly correct. Yeah.
So NS is not about rigorous training and everything, but it's all about gaining skills and your judgment of character, so that when you go to the workforce in the future, you can see what kind of people you're dealing with lah. So that's my notion lah. Yeah. So
Mm,
I don't have any dark thoughts of skiving or anything. Yeah.
I see.
Mm.
I mean, as far as I know about Jones, like I really think that, um, like he what do you call this? Like he gives his all in everything, like through the activities in the. Yeah, and
Mm.
I really respect this man a lot. Like he given me like so much like inspiration from
Yeah.
uh like what I actually should do and stuff. And I actually think that I learned a lot from him. And respect to you. Thank you, Jones, for
Respect to
being
you,
part of
Sam.
my industry.
Thank you
Yeah.
for being there, and it means a lot. But again, I as a character, I got a lot to improve as well. And sure, I mean,
Mm,
Sam may have said that I've um you know perseverance, push through.
mm,
I'm an ideal character that everyone looks up to. But then
mm.
that's during that's after the IVT and POI phase. But during PMT,
Okay.
I was the
Before we get on into that,
right,
we
right.
actually were just like actually jumping. Okay, so
Okay.
coming back to DMT, we have
Oh,
to like we should go back to
okay.
BMT. Okay,
Yeah, right. Sure.
so okay, first day of BMT, right?
Mm.
What were your feelings then?
Ooh. First day of VMT was like finally get tekong watching our boys to men, like, oh shit, this this is what we're finally going through. um then I wouldn't say that I got problem making friends. I mean, I can just like make eye contact with them, shake hands. I remember you, yeah, I remember you telling me I shook hands with you, and then and then it felt very business like, right? Because of how firm our handshakes were. I remember you told me that. That's the first thing I remember about you. And then
Hey, say it again. I kind of like lost
you okay
lost the
you when you and I met,
yeah
we shook hands,
yeah.
and it was very business like, and you told me like, wow, I got like a very firm handshake, and then it's like a
Yeah, I
hallmark of
remember that.
businessman.
I
Yeah,
remember that.
I remember you
Yeah,
told me
yeah,
that. Yeah, but
yeah, yeah.
the first person I met was Sean.
Mm,
Then I think Samuel, we got another section mate called Samuel. And that was at the basketball court where we cut hair, right? Remember?
exactly. Yeah, I remember that.
Everything, and then wow, that night we had the all the admin preparation we do at the lecture theatre, and then we had to wait like until midnight, and the RO just keep
Mm.
pushing back. Yeah, then that's where I talked to Sam. No, not
Were
Sam.
you like
Talked to
were you
Sean and everything.
like very tired? Like sorry, like were you very tired? Like the lecture hall. Like were you like about to sleep?
I think a bit lah, but then because the first day the nurse is there, but also got people to talk to, so I wasn't that tired. So I talked to
Uh,
Sean. Then after I talked to Iggy as well. At first at first when we met Iggy, we just call him like Ignatius, because I prefer to call people by their like professional name.
their full name
Yeah.
exactly.
Then after that when he said Iggy, then I like slowly okay lah, like face to Iggy, keep just call him Iggy everything, and it will make things simpler lah. Like we let's say we go like section better course or something. No, not SBC, like those fire movement, right? Fire movement. Then we have to shout like Ignatius.
Ignition.
Yeah, let's do long window. You know, Iggy is like there, and then he gave us
Yeah.
permission to say Iggy, so might as well, right? Yeah. So,
Mm.
but in a way, my first day was quite smooth, lah. I actually enjoyed it. Yeah. I mean, I still can remember it like it was just yesterday. Yeah. So
Yeah.
how do you feel
During the
like
first.
right
Okay.
on the first day, and then but then right before enlisting, and then just talk us through what you feel, how you felt, and what your life has been from enlistment to POP. How do you feel?
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, first day. First day was it was actually very um like know all these like army movies, like for example like Jahid, or is it Jahid?
Jahid, yeah.
Then like
Yeah.
they have this like phase where they like all the commanders like you all have your stuff and all. Then they will charge
Then
at
they
you. Then
shout
they'll
you,
fucking
yeah.
ask, "Blah, blah, blah, blah."
Like Full Metal Jacket, Jahid, those kind, the Marines.
Yeah, the
Your Marine drill
Marines.
instructor. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think it's gonna be like my nerves were like very sensitive. Like whenever a sergeant says something, sergeant. What was this? I actually remember. I remember like addressing our secom, our section commander.
Mm.
And he was a sergeant as well, the sergeant. And then he was bringing me from one place to another. I don't know where is it, but it's for me to collect my boots or whatever.
Yeah.
So he was telling me, okay, what's your name? Sam. Then after that I was like, then I was like, okay, we'll bring you to some place. And then it was just me and him. We'll bring you to some place, and then uh just bring your stuff. Then after that I said okay. Then I go with him. After he asked me some questions, then like I feel like the army mood, like should I say something like after the thing? Then like to address his rank or something like that.
Yeah.
Then I was thinking of it. Then I say okay, I should do it. Then he asked me a question. Like for example, okay, so have you prepared for like army and stuff? Then like, I said,
What is
uh,
it?
I'm actually very unsure, but I think I train quite a bit, sir.
Oh.
I said sir, because I don't know like how like
Like-
the rank and stuff. Then I'm so clueless.
And then you
I was
panic,
like, I
and then
call him
you just
sir.
say sir. I think that's a
I say sir.
common mistake. Yeah.
Common,
I
yeah,
think it's
sir,
quite common.
sergeant, and sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so sergeant, just for the viewers who are out there, like
Mm.
preparing for BMT or like haven't even got their letters yet. Just remember that the three chevrons
Yeah.
is sergeant. Call him sergeant, sarge, or whatever. I mean, it's
Sergeant.
better to call him sarge.
Sergeant.
call him
Sergeant. Yeah.
call him by sergeant. Yes.
Yeah.
Then if you see like a bar or like,
Mm.
I mean,
One bar and above, then it's sir lah.
yeah,
Yeah.
cause like there's crabs and something like that, and
Yeah.
I actually thought the crabs is the spelling is CRAB.
It's not.
The crabs, like, bro. It's CREPE. If I'm not wrong, let me search it up.
CRAPE.
CRE, crab.
Oh,
Like CRE.
like crepe, the dessert crepes. Is it? Is it?
Crepe. Crepe.
Crepe.
Crab. Hold on, yeah. Crab rank.
Yeah.
Uh, SAF.
So like, okay, for
Yeah.
new enlistees out there, okay, so the three chevrons is sergeant, right? Then if there's like a rooftop or two rooftops, then it's you can also call him sergeant lah, but it's normally platoon sergeant lah, but it depends on the role as well. But if it's not your platoon sergeant, you can call him if it's just one roof, then it's second sergeant. If it's two roofs, then it's first sergeant. But you still address as sergeant lah. Yeah.
Okay,
How
it's
do you spell
better
crabs?
to CREPE. That's what I'm like searching so far.
That's crepe. That's really crepe. Unless there's that the E and then there's like the the Chinese how you pinyin.
The honey bean,
Yeah, how you pinyin the stroke on top of the E. I just crap lah, but
anyways, I actually don't recognize the spelling and stuff. So, if you just see anything if you see anything about the rank, just um like if you just wanna be sure about things, you just call them sir. I mean, it's okay if you like um it's okay if you call them like by their like rank wrongly in the first place. You kind of like uh you get the idea of it lah.
mm.
So it's definitely fine if you call a sir okay, never
Sir.
call a sir sergeant. Never. I actually learned
You
that.
can call a sergeant sir, but you can't call a sir sergeant. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the rule of thumb.
exactly.
But
That's like,
just go
yeah.
and research. Go and, before you enlist or whatever. Just go and research. It's out there on
Mm,
YouTube. YouTube.
yeah.
Google. Yeah.
YouTube will get actually hours to men is like the first thing
Oh
that I
yeah.
mean, yeah, cause like you will see the rank really
Mm.
kind of
Yeah, but
but
you don't know what the title is ma. So Google is better
mm,
lah. Like the Google images. Yeah.
okay, that's very true. That's very
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Okay, then uh aside from the the fear,
Mm.
I'm actually like I wanted to have this like idea like since I already here like um might as well just get the best out of everything. Cause
Yeah,
like
that's why.
first thing, okay, let's go to like the extremist side. Like, what if you're like against NS, right? And like you don't like to be NS. Like, what can you do? Like, you can't even like okay, you can fly off to another country and just
Mm.
lose your citizenship and stuff.
That's
But
why.
like what Jones said, what does it say about your character?
Mm.
And um uh so let's say my mindset is I wanna get out I wanna get the fuck out of there. I wanna get the fuck out of this NS. Um tell me like what kind of experiences would you gain from being in NS and being out of NS? Right?
Yeah.
So if you're being in NS, you get a lot of experiences. Like
Mm.
I sort of got like I could never find any experiences like I could find outside other than NS. Like
Definitely not.
it's definitely something that you should like take advantage of lah. Like, and
Mm.
like I feel like even though this thing is not really something that you want, maybe it's like something that you want for yourself. You know, because like if you never experience this, then you know what's the point of living? Like,
Yeah.
life is an experience, correct?
Yeah.
And like,
Mm.
but yeah, like people are like against it. Maybe it's better if you like have this like open mind um to like do this kind of things. But anyways, second thing,
Mm.
brother, you have money, brother. Allowance, brother. You
Yeah,
got
bro.
freaking free meals, eh? Are you
Yes, yeah.
talking like free meals like every day, like without okay? You may not like the meals that they provide, but it's actually very like catered to
Mm.
soldiers,
Yeah.
and like um I feel like nowadays, like people have it good. Like
Mm.
the food that they receive, like in Nee Soon, they even got freaking Japanese curry. You still remember that I
Oh
told you about
wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Japanese
I wanted
curry.
to go Nee
Like
Soon to try. Yeah.
yeah, like and they're also expanding their
Menu.
their varieties.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
their menu
Yeah.
varieties. It's like so much like better like compared to like different well, I actually don't know about other countries, but I think what we have right now, I think we're super lucky to have these kinds of
Yeah.
like things
Definitely.
right now,
Yeah.
and I think we should take advantage of it. I mean,
Mm.
not taking advantage in the wrong way, but like more like, hey, I actually got this thing. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
it's actually kind of good that we are experiencing this because other people like they use their own money to buy their own stuff.
Mm.
It's like so like so limiting, you know,
Yeah.
and
It may sound like sex food, like the quality is not there compared to like kopitiam or anything, but we have to know that we are soldiers. We how to say cannot like you get what you have, you know. Like why you
Mm,
so picky everything. Just eat lah.
exactly.
That's your source of
I,
energy. Yeah. So you
that's
must be
actually one
you
of the
must be grateful lah.
experiences.
Yeah.
Yes, that
So,
I
so
definitely agree.
quality may not be may not be comparable to outside, but then it's what you have. So just eat lah. You know, if like
Like
you
what
also
do you
can
have?
order in everything. Yeah.
Correct. And yeah, and I think that's like connected to like the experiences you get from the army.
Yeah.
So first thing is like appreciation and like
Mm.
work with what you have and stuff. And I mean, I may not cover this lah, but I may not cover all of the experiences that I actually got. But
Mm.
yeah, anyways, back to BMT.
Yeah.
Uh, I think um, remember that part where uh, what's this the Ridwan, the character of Ridwan,
Putra.
where yeah, no, Putra is our section mate. What was his character in Abu
Oh.
Suman?
Oh my
No,
god.
not really
Okay. Okay.
sure.
I know. I forget already. But
Okay,
I know
then
who you
yeah,
talk about. Yeah.
like remember the part where like he's sleeping in the bunk, and then
Uh.
like he just can't believe he's in the army. So it's
Or
like,
he
what is
blanket. Then after he just
this?
rise already. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
Um.
felt that? You feel that?
No.
Or you didn't feel that? Okay.
No. It's just that I kind of relate why he did that, but like
Mm.
um I actually had like a feeling of homesickness
Ah.
right after like gone to the bed. Okay. Um. Aside from the being homesick, I mean, it's just I'm not saying that it's a big thing, but it's just it bothered me a little bit, but didn't bother me much to even think about it.
Mm.
Um. And I still remember like how I actually how like inside how I actually felt. I actually felt really uncomfortable. Like something bad is about to happen. So my uh my take on this what do you call this my take on this on how you should prepare yourself uh going to BMT is to really expect the worst, so
Yeah.
that you won't get disappointed at all. Because like that's what I actually like felt like. um
Yeah.
okay, I don't want to jump over to some things, but there were like experiences where you'd be like, actually, it's either, actually, what I've actually thought of will be
Mm.
much more, um, like this experience is, much more like minor compared to what I actually thought of,
Yeah.
or actually this actually matched my expectation of what the army does, like the screamings and stuff, and
Mm.
you know
Yeah.
what's the worst thing that can happen. It's either, and I think the facilities in our army was very like uh, the class is there lah, you know
Mm.
like the standards. I feel like
Yeah.
the standards they really set the bar very high, and I
Mm.
think that assured like parents to
Yeah.
to send their kids to national service, and
It's like there is safe
everybody
hands
like
lah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, and other than other than the uncomfortable feeling of um, the unknown, I actually wanted to try to enjoy it as much as I
Mm.
can, because you're getting paid as well. So
Yeah.
you know
Six
that
hundred
like
plus
I think
dollars.
yeah, I think the it may be a bit low for some like who are in
Mm.
very high income families, but
Yeah.
like
Still something
yeah,
when
like it's
you work
still
for the
money,
money.
like exactly, and you're getting paid to be fit.
Yeah. That's why.
Remember I told you that actually I actually think that the army like they're training they're paying us to be fit, and I think it
Mm.
should be like people are spending like thousands of dollars on going to
Yeah.
gym memberships,
That's why.
and the army is just there, free free to use,
Yeah.
with no like charges or something like that. Okay, injuries, yes, but
Yeah.
it's also covered by the NS, by
Mm.
the National Service, by
Yeah.
SAF,
Mm.
and I think they have spent it. I actually think they have spent it well on
Mm.
these kinds of resources that we have,
Yeah.
and yeah, I appreciate that. And um, I think overall, the first few days of BMT was actually like a paradise for me.
Is that how it
Like
felt? Uh,
even though like there are some like screamings and stuff like um and like some scoldings and actually now I think of it this one this one just passed by like very fast, like
it does. Yeah.
just suck up and then like enjoy the good parts of the NSO,
Yeah.
which I
It's,
think
yeah.
many people like don't see it. But yeah, actually enjoyed the like the first few weeks and even so after that. But anyways, what was your any challenges you faced like during BMT?
For me, when you mentioned homesickness, right? Uh,
Mm,
some of us cried, including me. Uh,
mm.
but because I was looking at a picture of Bailey, and then I just
Oh,
broke down. I don't know why. I just broke down,
oh yeah.
and she had a operation, like the few weeks before we enlisted, so she had to wear the cone. And then
Oh yeah, the
yeah, the dog cone, right? Then when I looked at her, I just broke down. But I just miss
oh,
home so much. Then remember I rest in bunk because my temperature was at 39 degrees plus.
oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
felt sick.
RAV.
I don't know why, right? MO give me MC 3 days can go home. I don't know why I choose to stay in bunk. This is the stupidest decision I ever made. Sir, I swear.
I guess you were so wayang you wanted to do that.
No, but the thing is, BMT. I wasn't that ups. I was unfit. I was like totally didn't want to put in effort at all. Like a bit of pain, I would just like tell like Sergeant Sean or Sergeant Zaki, Sergeant, can I just walk at the back? The rest of them can march, but I just walk at the back because my leg pain or whatever pain, all that kind of shit. I was just choking. That's me during BMT, but only when you mentioned just now the NS paying us to be fit, right? I only that message got to me right when we went into Maju. Then I realized, wow, shit, I have to like really pick up myself. Yeah, in terms of physical, I have to be fit. Mental,
Yeah.
I have to be there. I mean, if that, I know there's a leader in me, but then all these bad habits that I'm doing, right? How can I be a leader if I don't inculcate these values? How can I lead my men if I don't believe in the values that are leadership
Yes,
worthy?
yes,
So that's why
exactly.
I completely 180. But I have to thank Sir Jamison for the Strava initiative. I mean, I don't think he really enforced the run 12 click in 5 days before you can book out. But then but then
Mm,
but then it felt like, well, shit, that got to me. And then knowing that after dinner I can't run, if not I get stitched. So then I completely skipped dinner. I just ate apple only. And that was during
I
IVT
remember that.
phase. Yeah. And then I just lost weight from I lost like 12 kg from March to June, and June was about our start of the POI phase. So basically
Mm,
I lost 12 kg while just eating apple for dinner lah. Then after that run lor. But he didn't enforce lah. But the thing is that was the
the
driving factor
yeah,
for me
exactly. Mm.
yeah, for me to lose weight and be fit. Yeah, but BMT experience, yeah, like I mentioned, it actually was paradise. Looking back,
Mm.
and before all this COVID and mask wearing and all that, I mean, okay, it will be paradise. It may be paradise for you because you've experienced most of the high key, but because like I said, I choking and everything. So it's an even more paradise experience for me. But I should have been there for y'all lah. I mean, I apologize for not going through what you have went through because of my attitude. So
No
if
worries,
not
man.
if not
Like
if not if not I felt
mm,
I felt I've been a better section mate and a leader to y'all. Yeah, and experience
I could have
all
gone to
this.
SES now.
Probably lah. I mean, I remember the what was that form that we did. Uh, yeah,
The express interest kind of
peer the
thing, the
peer
leadership.
like sort of the peer evaluation thing, right?
Yeah.
Then you rank each other. Like,
Mm,
I remember clearly some of y'all like put me like, well, I wouldn't say very high lah, but like there lah.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I just didn't I had lower self esteem. I didn't thought I could go into SES everything. I put that. I
you
put that.
telling me. I remember you telling me I want to become driver.
Yeah, I was getting that the blank. There was a blank like others and everything. Then I say I wrote there I would like to be a TO because I like no self esteem. I really was one fat fuck. I just want to escape, and then yeah lah. Because of that, looking back, I actually should have went to SES. Even when I had the after the IVT phase when the best members of each platoon 10, 11, and 12. So 10 was Sergeant Akmal, then 11 was Shadik, then I was 12 best what was it, best soldier, yeah, best soldier lah,
Best soldier.
yeah,
Yeah.
then
Wow.
the three of us not say compete, but then Sergeant Akmal came first lah, then he went to SCS lah, so and I came in second lah, but I didn't feel disappointed because I know I heard Sergeant Amount to sign on, so let him go SCS lah, and I didn't want to sign on, so I wasn't that disappointed.
Mm.
But then looking back, I should have went to SCS, right at the get go after POP.
Mm.
So yeah, but that's basically how I felt throughout the entirety of BMT. Yeah.
But I actually like for me like I think you'd be better as you were like right now, because I really think that being I really do think that being a secom will actually change you. Like
Mm.
I feel like it would have like a negative impact on you lah. Like towards, like, for example, like I'm a section, like I'm what do you call this? I'm a man, and then I kind of like rate you. I think I wouldn't um I wouldn't see like personally I wouldn't see the value that I would have to, like, that I would see in you as a secom than in you as
Mm.
a. So I actually agree that you actually stayed, and
Mm.
like I feel like you make a great aside from being I think, sorry, like I think you'd be better off like being part of the section than being part of a like
That's
commander,
what I
because
feel.
like
Yeah.
you actually like you are one of the main forces that actually bonded the section together, and I don't think NS would have been as memorable if you weren't actually like there for us to, like, because I really feel like um you're the only guys that actually push through the whole section, if in fact the whole platoon, to be better lah,
Yeah.
and um but yeah, like uh yeah, but anyways, I'm just like really glad that you actually stayed and made like the best out of the NS experience,
I
and
agree with you. Yeah.
um and I don't think being a satcom like actually matters compared to when you were like when you are a man, because I really feel like it's not dependent on whether you are a satcom or a man, because like
Mm.
if you at the end of the day you're talking about two individuals,
Mm.
two kinds of individuals, one who became a satcom and one who was a man, and um if you like kind of like differentiate between the two
Mm.
and let's say you differentiate yourself with, let's say, another sergeant that is very incompetent, and you're a man, like, who would you pick? You pick the man, right? Because
Yeah.
like the
You
man is
felt
like
that.
much
Yeah.
more, like, because in terms of morale, I think I would pick a better person who has a better morale, a better understanding of things,
Mm.
rather than someone who just wants to be like, oh, I am a leader and stuff, like,
Mm.
oh, I have this rank, like, fuck you, like,
Yeah. Pull rank lah.
uh
Pull rank.
yeah, poor rank,
Just for
like,
the sake of
you
it.
don't
Yeah.
you don't want that kind of leader. You want someone who actually understands you,
Mm.
someone who actually like gives you insight on things, and
Yeah.
I mean that's I think what makes a true,
True
like,
leader.
I'm not saying just a leader, but uh, a better person, like the best person that you could be,
Mm.
and yeah. So regardless of rank, is more on individuality, on like
Yeah.
how, like, the way you think, and I don't think it's like nothing to do with your rank and stuff. It's like,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's like it. Um. Anyways, I think we're like going quick, like human jumps from like the
That's
rank
alright.
and stuff. Um,
I wholeheartedly agree with you. I mean, I believe in fate. Things happen for a reason. Sure,
exactly.
I might felt that I could have gone to SCS looking back, but then I will be going to SCS with that fucked up attitude, and I don't think I would have lost weight. I don't think I would have, if as a man, right, I don't think I would have enjoyed the experience at SW doing ops with your JGL,
exactly.
prowling vehicle patrol, and then
Yeah.
as a sergeant in last year, you wouldn't patrol. Maybe like Sergeant Lukman would be a different case lah. But then as a sergeant, you wouldn't patrol SCA. What? Only the man does that. What? And actually looking back, I rather just be a man and patrol. The rank is
Mm,
only is probably like for monetary advantages
yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
just the role only. But then in terms of the responsibilities, I think men had it better, I would say.
Better. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then yeah, I also agree with you. If you were to choose a incompetent sergeant compared to a competent man, obviously you choose the competent man because he knows the platoon, the section inside out. You don't have to have a high rank to be a leader. That's I think that's the main point.
Mm,
As long as you get to know your men, you know how to bridge the gap between
yeah.
commanders and
Men and
troopers, and
mothers.
then yeah, you should be fine. You know, yeah.
Mm. I don't
So
think there's like
yeah,
any difference to that.
mm,
Because I really feel like if you really want to unite, you really want to unite a team, you must make it as a family instead.
yeah,
Because like if you're just thinking of if you're just thinking of it's my team member, and you address him like as a like someone that will help you reach your goals.
mm,
And like if you think of it, well, that's actually pretty lame. Like you're useless and stuff. Like I mean, not say useless, but like it's much more significant actually to be
mm,
to actually have this like um to have this bond with your team rather than not having any bond just to reach the goal and stuff. I really think that you should be um like have this family oriented values into this kind of thing so that you not only like achieve your goals but like
mm.
have some small goals along the way and like you guys can help each other and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
and which is what I think happened during our like service.
Mm,
Correct? Like
yeah,
our section was so bonded. Like I actually do think that like being a bonded section will actually make things even much more better.
yeah.
And yeah, okay, let's just like backtrack a little bit onto
Mm.
BMT. What's the best experience you've ever had
Like in BMT, throughout BMT or throughout
throughout
NS?
BMT? Throughout BMT.
Uh, I honestly don't have the best BMT experience because BMT was like I mean, if it, had I gone through the activities with you all, then probably lah. But then because I keep sitting back on the sidelines, then a bit, it's I don't have any experience lah. But okay, if you're talking about NS in general, um, I guess my best experience is doing ops with you all and suffering
Mm,
together, uh, going outfield. That's my two things: outfield and doing outfield with you all and going through ops with you all. That's the best experience I could ever have because, like you said just now, we are in this together. We suffer together.
yeah.
You might as well push through all the way together. So I my best experiences is suffer together lor. The camaraderie and the bond that we had together that we shared is up there lah for me. So I don't have a specific experience, but as a whole, that's my best experience. Yeah.
Like the whole experience of NS, like your best.
Mm, basically just doing outfield.
Mm,
That's all. Yeah.
okay, I see. That's just very like inspiring for those who are tuning in. Um, yeah. All right. I still remember the time when we actually like I think it was one of the first few days I actually hours actually. Yeah, this happened in the first day. I remember the time where you went to the toilet and then like
What happened?
I was in front of you like I mean three men in front of you and then you were
Uh-huh.
at the toilet. Like everyone was botak and all.
Yeah.
After that you'd be like wow, my body like the
Oh,
rocks, yeah.
yeah, yeah, I
My body
remember.
like the rock. And you were
like,
looking at yourself. I was like,
like go
who the
toilet then
fuck
like
is this dude,
wow,
bro?
wow, like rocks, yeah, hey. Wow, then I do the eyebrow.
I still like,
Okay,
yeah,
okay, I
that
remember.
was
Yeah.
actually like the funniest though, man. Like looking back, I actually was actually was like, was staring at you at the mirror. I was like, what the fuck is this dude, bro?
Okay. Then speaking of the toilet, yeah, because we had the long queue, right? There, some of us were like, fuck it, we go shower at the urinal there. Remember, we got the phones, and then
Yeah,
everyone staring at us.
yeah,
I think it was also Amiru and I or something like that, right? And we continued this tradition even throughout. Because
that's
we
right.
just can't wait. And at Maju we only had like three shower cubicles, so you might
Because
as well just
yeah,
shower outside. So
yeah.
we like fuck it lah, shameless.
I think
Yeah.
the culture of the culture of this is that the reason why we got so comfortable with each other is because we treated ourselves as family. And
Yeah.
I mean, okay, maybe for some no lah, but like Shaq, they had to do it. But like I feel like they got comfortable, like you're my brother and something like that. I
Mm.
relate you as a brother. And
Yeah.
I think that's why we're like so bonded with each other,
Mm.
because we like open up,
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Uh,
Okay.
uh,
Okay. We put BMT aside. Okay. So
all right.
okay, you talk us through what's your reaction when you got your medical posting, like after the
Okay.
after
Okay.
POP, right? And then your life throughout medic school and
Let me
life
let
in
me
Nee
just
Soon.
let me just give you a background of this. Remember I mentioned that I didn't like the medic stuff
Yeah.
just previously.
Mm.
Okay, so this was before like the VOC, the vocationalizing phase of NS. So they were it was our PC, Sir Marcus, and one of our platoon mates. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry for to whom. Uh, but anyways, we were talking about war. So let's say, cause remember I'm a Filipino, right? And
Yeah.
like, so he he told me what we call this what if my country, like, what if the Philippines had a war with Singapore? Like, which side would you pick? And
Uh
like that was like the question that put like it put me at
at the
like he
spot.
put me somewhere. Yeah, he put me at a spot. Yeah,
Yeah.
he put me at a spot, and like I'm like, yo, I actually don't know how to answer this. Like, I actually don't want to be. I don't want to be traitors for both countries. Because firstly, I was born in the Philippines, and
Yeah.
secondly, I was raised in Singapore. Like, I don't want to be put in a spot like that.
Then you fight
So
for
I
Malaysia,
want,
lor.
like I actually was in a like I was like in like choosing between two sides that could firstly do some like damage uh to what people think about. I mean, okay, like anyways, it will like damage my prospects in the future. Like if let's say I say Philippines,
Yeah.
they will start cunning me like fuck you, why are you fucking here? Like, why the fuck are you here?
Kanina,
Then
fucking
like
Pinoy bastard. Why you fight for your own country? Imagine people question you for fighting for your own country.
yeah, then if I fight for Singapore, then the Philippines will be like traitor, putangina,
Putani
all this.
mo! Why you fight for Singapore?
Yeah, they put me a spot. Then I was like, actually, like I remember this movie called Hacksaw Ridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that movie where Andrew Garfield was this medic? I think
Yeah.
his name is Desmond Doss. Yeah, remember that?
Okay.
Then I'll be like, why not you become a medic? I was like thinking to myself, oh, what if I became a medic? So I say, sir, I think I wouldn't. I told him directly, sir, I don't think I would want to like fight either sides, because I feel like those either side, like, they are my countrymen as well. Like,
Yeah.
I'm of their blood, and I'm of the Singaporean blood as well, because I grew up here, and like you guys have treated me so well that I am part of your society. I'm part of your
Oh.
your people, correct?
Yeah. Salute. Yeah.
loyalty to country. Yes,
Yeah.
and I feel like we have benefited so much to be part of this nation. Like which I feel like some of y'all are very like saying like against the country and all. But to
Mm.
be honest, like we are all like one race. I think like even for those other countries as well. I think all of us are fighting for one thing, which is happiness,
Mm.
correct? And like okay, anyways, I think I'm going too broad on this, but anyways, I told sir I didn't want to fight my own countrymen as well, so I told him why not eat them? So I was like I would preferably want to be a medic for that,
Mm.
and then uh okay, I'm not saying that I kind of regret what I said, but I feel like um the fate of me saying that made my journey like I think that's the reason why I went to school is because I had no choice. I mean, like, I mean I do have the choice to either join both sides, but
Mm.
um, it gave me another path to somewhere where I'm actually not familiar with. Because remember I told you that I don't like medic stuff, so I was like maybe try it, right?
Mm.
So I said medic, and it's like oh okay. After POP,
Mm.
I had this letter. Letter or is it? I think it's online.
The posting, yeah, or NS portal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I received the notification.
Mm.
Dear Samuel, you need to go to Nee Soon camp to report for your something like that. Then to report here Nee Soon camp. Your vocation will be combat medic too. And then I went there with a close minded. I don't know why. I don't know why was I so hard headed. My dad was even telling me you should be open minded because this is a life experience. Because
Mm.
honestly, like I had this close minded. I had this mindset, very negative. I actually like regret having that kind of mindset. But anyways, it's all in the past. Um, I what do you call this? I I didn't do well for my medic course because like I was like I wanted to be part of your like going to Maju camp. Like that's what I actually aspired. Like I actually thought I was actually going to Maju, but then um thinking of what I said, then it reflected on the thing itself. I was like okay, deal with this and I was actually very much hoping that I will get back to you all like very
Mm.
soon. Like when I actually went there, I actually missed you guys, man. Like I actually missed the chemistry we actually like built, and I thought I was going to like, separate with you all, and I think uh you can say that I didn't enjoy medic school too much.
Mm.
Yeah, but aside from that, I think mid uh during the course, like I think halfway through the course, I actually told myself that actually you know what since I'm already here, why not make the best out of it? And
That's right.
I
Yeah.
think that's where I started having this kind of thoughts.
Mm.
So I tried doing my best in all those tests, and I think I did pretty fairly well, and uh, graduated from there. And but here's the thing though, I think I got um uh I got quite sad in in during the whole phase,
Mm.
cause like aside from being sad, I was actually like overeating and like all the desserts. Like the food there was very good.
Yeah, I saw.
Even
I
the
remember the picture.
yeah.
I was like
Then
seeing you, and then whoa, holy shit, you just blown up. Yeah.
yeah, like I I ate a lot of the treats that
Mm.
okay. I think I have to admit I was a freeloader. I was a freeloader. I'm like the worst section mate like you could ever experience in medic school. I didn't. Okay, I brought some, but I didn't contributed much to the section. I can really say that I was a free. I think that was the reason why I grew fat. And
Yeah.
yeah, like like, cause I was like so. I have no like excuse on to why I was like that, but I actually here I just want to use this platform to apologize to my buddies in Nee Soon camp for being like that, cause like I feel like I was a douchebag, and like I feel like I I I put my like feelings onto you all, and like I just feel like right now I just feel bad lah. But yeah, no regrets. Whatever has happened, and uh, I am changing for the better. Anyways, besides that,
Mm.
uh, yeah, after that, I went back to Maju. Where I was actually very happy that I got like when
Yeah,
they
man.
give me this when they gave me this letter, cause you know, as a mono, like
Mm.
you can't run away from your mono unless
Yeah.
you went to CS or OCS. I'll be like I was always asking my PC at that time, sir, I mono how I go medical center or something. That's it. Bro, Imono, good luck to you, man. Then I'm like, yes, I got to go back to my own,
Mono,
to my own,
baby!
Mono, baby. Anyways,
Mono!
um, it was so nice to hear, him say that I'm going back to my own like section 8. Like it's actually like uh, it's like a trip back to where I came from,
Yeah, yeah.
and like it's so fulfilling actually. Like I actually felt really happy when I had this news where I'm coming back.
Mm.
Then I came back. You know, the first person that like came up to me who I recognized was Sergeant Zaki.
Really?
Our my section commander, and I
Oh.
was there in front of the coil line, and then like I was like checking the medic bags and stuff. Then you know what he said?
What?
Simon, you fat fuck, you're back.
Bro,
Somewhere in the lines like that. Like,
he's one of the reasons why I also lost weight, because he was like during IBT phase we had a PT, right, and then I think we like strip half naked, and then I was still
yeah,
fat for at that time like. After he was like, you see Jones, look at Isaac, his body so nice, can you be like him now? They're like, wow, shit.
exactly.
Yes,
Okay,
I got it. Got it.
I know. For some of you, I know you guys are like saying, "Oh, this body shaming and stuff," like something like that.
No, fuck that, man. That's our
So yeah,
motivation. That's our
that
motivation, man.
don't be too sensitive. Okay, like if you're actually people like telling you off, like saying, "Oh, you are a fat fuck," and I think um in order for you to be like not hurt,
Mm.
I think you should look at the point where they're actually encouraging you to like, oh,
Yeah.
you're not being well. I think you should, try
Mm.
to attempt to actually make your life better.
Yeah.
It's actually like a wake up call, like, Sam, what happened to you, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It may not be a nice way of putting it, but at least they say. And then when they say, they actually care about you. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. uh I mean, that's one of the things that like, I kind of like realized as well.
Mm.
That some people may not mean well to you, like at
Mm.
first, but you never know that they actually do care about you and stuff. Like that's
Yeah.
where you experience like fake friends and real, like the comparison between fake and real.
Mm.
But yeah, yeah, I realized that as well, cause like I remember my uniform was like very like it was very like when I came to BMT, it was very formed to me. Like everything seems fine.
Mm.
When I went to Maju, the moment I wore my I don't know my smartphone, my smartphone, my freaking arms were like a tourniquet, I couldn't even put my freaking two fingers inside. And that was how tight my I wouldn't say this was my muscle back then. I think it was fats. Everything was fats. Then this part I still remember I like the tabs here.
Oh.
I would just like strap it
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah, that part, yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't even strap it on, bro. I was that fat. Like, like something has to change. So uh that's why I just started to like train back. And
Yeah.
I really okay, firstly I would like to thank Jones for actually motivating me. Like
So,
he was
we're in this
actually
together.
and we did it, bro. We did it.
Yeah, we did it.
And also Subash, like one of my close few buddies of mine, of us, or yeah. um, yeah, uh, they motivated me, and like they also didn't mean they didn't mean well at first. Like they were saying,
Yeah,
"Ah,
yeah.
fuck," like I was like,
We are just had to push you,
okay,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
I realize that now, but previously didn't took it. I didn't really took that well, but that's part of being me being sensitive. But anyways,
Mm.
but yeah, I just realized that, and then um uh what else, like
No, I think okay.
um mm,
When I heard that you were going to Nee Soon, I was quite sad lah, quite disappointed because I actually wanted you as my buddy
uh,
for our throughout IVT and POI phase. Because we during
mm,
BMT we got that link, you know what I mean? Like the vibe we're
yeah,
having right now. Yeah,
yeah,
then
yeah,
we were both high energy and everything. Especially during our IVT phase and everything when you came back. So I was quite disappointed that you went lah. But I mean I still had Sean lah. Sean's a solid buddy lah. We help each other everything. He's like my practically a younger brother or son to me. But
shorty boy,
yeah, Shawty boy.
youngest.
Yeah, younger Sean. Then when you came back, then I heard that y'all were all bunking upstairs like the fifth floor, right? Then after
Yeah, yeah.
I went up and immediately greet you and then we like hugged and everything like that. So it was quite happy
That was like
I was quite happy to see you back here. And then
uh,
you were with us throughout NS lah. Sembawang Wharf, Jurong Island, and bro, you're telling us that you didn't like all this medic stuff, but you had to adjust your mindset. You have to sort of
mm,
adapt lah. You have
work
to you tell
for that.
yourself
Yes,
no
correct.
choice, no choice. You find it difficult, you don't like it, but you bopian have to do it.
Okay.
And it showed lah because during our P boss, our medical P boss, most of the time you'll be like telling us all this CPR, all this stuff, right? Yeah, right. You were teaching us, and you also and you were it didn't show it, but you were passionate about it, even though you didn't like it. And
Mm,
even I remember those P boss where we were in bunks and everything, we were all sleeping, and then suddenly you just woke up and then just woke up everyone and just to teach P boss, just to show how
yeah.
just to show how dedicated you were to the whole medic P boss thing.
Every,
And then you went to section 2 and section 3 just to
yeah.
teach P boss. So you know at the
I
end
remember how much they
yeah.
hated it, man. Like
Really?
I
Really?
actually feel them, like I actually don't want to do this, but I'm asked to. Like all
Yeah.
these kinds of things, like they ask me to do this, so bopian all, like I
Yeah.
have to teach you all.
Mm. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's the mentality you should adopt lah. Like
Mm,
you don't necessarily like it, but you have to do it lah. Yeah.
mm. It's like an obligation.
Yeah. It's your duty lah. Duty calls.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So what's your best or funny moments in NS?
You got me there. Like there are a lot of funny moments. I actually like uh stereotypes. Like I remember doing like, stereotypes with you. Like
Yeah.
okay. Jones over here is a great impersonator. Alright.
Really?
Let me just tell you. He impersonated our sergeant major very well. Okay, show them Jones.
I
Show them
forget
what you
already.
have.
Hey Delta.
Let's go.
I'm rusty already. But then like okay, I got it. And then oh yeah, Sam could do Captain Arif, Captain Zam, yeah, our OCs.
Kind of
Bro, okay,
getting
you got to do Captain Arif. Bro, your hair right now, you know you look like Mao Zedong. You know who Mao Zedong is?
No, I was thinking about John Cena, like the hair,
Oh yeah,
carrying a bit of the.
yeah, Mao Zedong.
Oh,
That's him.
like I saw the Lego movie, the guy with the this kind of hair. I don't know who lah, but he looks like that. But yeah, I'm actually just growing a mullet here, cause like I actually regretted. So remember I told you I wanted to grow a mullet, and like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
um,
Well.
but yeah, like my dad had to like intervene. It's like no, yeah, you have to go to the barber shop. I hate your hair. I mean, okay lah. I shouldn't have listened, but I wanted to try on the short hair look again, so that's why I cut my hair a little bit. But anyways, yeah. Oh yeah, how was the botak phase like? Like when you look
Eh.
back, and then
Ah.
look at your like hairstyle, like during BMT, like would you keep that? Like let's say if you have a choice to keep that hair, like
Mm.
would you keep the hair like being botak and stuff?
Mm. 2x1 maybe, but because I was fat at that time, it didn't really look good on me. And my head
Mm.
my head right now is round, so the shorter the hair actually it doesn't look that good. So slightly longer but not too long is just nice, like about this length lah will do lah. But no, I don't think I will go back to uh two by
Two by
one,
one
or is it
fade.
1x1 or 2x1? Yeah, I wouldn't go back. Would you go
I
back?
actually I wouldn't go back. But actually, depending on the mood If let's say I hate my long hair, then come on. But then after that, um, uh, I actually had this phase where I would be getting like what kind of cut is it? The crop cut where it's like fade here, then the two by
Yeah.
one is still will be still there,
Like, I
and
think
like
I think yeah, man.
I was actually feeling myself back then, and then I just looked at my pictures from then on. I was like,
Mm.
yo, I actually like this. I actually don't.
Yeah.
Like I feel like like this reflection I had So,
Mm.
but I wouldn't go back. I wouldn't go back as well. It
Yeah.
looked quite bad on me as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
We went from like 2x1. After I went to I think like 3x1, then 4x2, right? Then towards ORD, then SM and OC was like slightly relaxed. But yeah, I will honestly just keep it short. I mean, also we are going to reservist, right? I mean, not you lah, but me lah. Most of us going reservist, so
I actually got a I kind of was like want to give you this news. I'm actually planning
really,
to go to reservist. I plan to go back to reservist
really.
to yeah
But will
like
that
if
affect anything like your studies?
I mean it's just like 1 or 2 weeks, right? So I was like, why not? Like
Mm.
um being like I think being a part of this um reservist kind of thing like makes you feel like young again,
Really, yeah.
like kind of like brings you back to the old days, like
Mm.
the good old days where everybody's like there, like
Yeah.
and you can catch up with those people you've
Mm.
like not met up for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think it's definitely a experience I wouldn't miss.
Yes.
Cause I think
Okay. If you're 100%
if
coming back, let's go, man.
oh let's go.
Yes. Sean, your turn, Sean. You see, Sam can come back, but Sean, come on, lah.
I will try my best, bro. Cause I've sold my house in SG, so
Mm.
but yeah, I'll try and make means. I'll try and make means like
Oh,
oh yeah,
that's
for
that
reservists.
dedication right there. This is dedication. Yeah, you're
Dedication, dedication.
all the way in Philippines, and you still want to come back for reservice now. That's so.
Hey, I still remember like doing those salutes like in bunk, like during it.
Mm.
I'd be like facing you, and then we doing. Anyways, I think we're getting off topic here. That doesn't like kind of like relate to like the topics we're talking about. Anyways,
But it's still army though, so it's alright.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, okay,
Mm.
fine. Um, what else? All right, let's talk about privilege. Privilege in the
All right.
army,
Oh yeah.
right?
All right.
Yeah, I remember those times where we talking about privilege and what kind of fucked up attitude we have, like kind of degrade our privilege and stuff.
Oh
Anyways,
yeah.
privilege. So in the army,
Mm.
you have a thing called privilege. Like everywhere also have privilege and stuff, but in the army there's also privileges. So is it works on meritocracy, like on it's all based on merit. So if let's say you did great on some stuff, and you get great things lah.
Mm.
And that's what happened during the army. And I think it's better if we like introduced it this way, where we talk about like the privileges we actually had during the army.
Mm.
And so BMT, let's talk about BMT first. BMT, we didn't have the luxury we would have as compared to during before the ORD day,
Mm.
um, mm,
I think
we
we had the admin time. Yeah, admin time. When we found out that every other company got like 3-4 hours and we only had like 30 minutes. So I got so damn pissed. It's like, you know, that time
Choo.
we book in, right, and then we had the last parade, and then suddenly like 15-20 minutes later we have to go upstairs, go change everything,
Yeah.
and then lights out already. I remember Sir
Mm,
Oliver was like shouting at us, and then
yeah.
every day the after last parade they only got like 30 minutes to shower and everything like that. But
Mm,
then looking back, it was actually it was quite fun lah, honestly, looking back, because when IVT phase about 2-3 weeks in, then we started to have 3 to 4 hours admin break. After dinner, then you can do PT everything. Then it got so free, like the time spent, you could do like PT, you could watch shows, and then you can do a whole lot of stuff. But it will never run out. But compared to BMT, you only need like 30 minutes to rush through everything, shower, do a slight PT and everything like that. But I was quite grateful for the experience. But only
the
towards
shot.
the, yeah, towards the end of the POP week, then we had like
Mm,
3 hours or so, 3-4 hours or so.
yeah,
So that was
yeah,
relaxing lah. But
yeah.
looking back, compared to IVT POI phase where we had 3-4 hours, and then BMT phase we only like 30 minutes. Looking back, it's like, okay lah. I actually appreciate it. Yeah,
Appreciated the hard experiences.
yeah.
Uh, okay, like a bit going off topic here. I actually enjoyed the what do you call this? Some of the tekan session we got, like for us to receive our letters,
Oh, okay, okay.
the letters
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the family.
yeah.
I
I
remember
remember.
that.
Yeah.
Uh, that actually matched the expectations I had, like for BMT. Remember, I
Mm.
told you that uh there would be a hazing that would be conducted like
Uh.
at the beginning of the whole thing.
Yeah.
I actually thought that would happen, and it did.
I did.
So
Yeah.
what? Okay, story time. So we were at like day four, if I'm not wrong, day four of the whole thing, and we had to like switch uh from the digging to self script phase, like the days,
Mm.
to just sleeping in our bashas, which is like our what is basha, like
Like tent.
something like that. So we
Yeah.
had to like build this. Anyways, we had to sleep on that. Then after that, we just after settling down, uh, the commanders just like gather us around the whole circle,
Uh huh.
and then you are sitting down, right?
Yeah.
And then the who I think was one of the captains. Then was holding the commanders, like what the fuck, something like that. Then they made them crawl, something like that.
Uh huh.
Like like I didn't know it was like a skit that they would be doing. Cause until I heard until like I heard, oh, Sergeant, why are you laughing? I think they saw one of the sergeants like laughing while they were
Yeah.
like crawling.
It's Sergeant Gautam. Sergeant Gautam. I remember everyone they all crawling. Then Sergeant Gautam smiling. They were like, oh, is this real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that,
Yeah.
they divided us into the four platoons. So we
Yeah.
just gathered one of the sites there where there's a road, and then
Mm.
I still remember the place. Like there was a rocky road, and then there was like a. So they made us there. And after that, I think one of the PS just like came up to us. It was like
Yeah.
okay, all those set commanders, including those who are who who became the secom of the section during the whole field camp, gathered in front of you right now. And we all, including me, because I think I was one of the secoms that was. I think we were also
The
there.
ICs lah. The IC.
The ICs,
Yeah.
yes, the
IC. Yeah.
ICs. They were all like gathered there.
Mm.
After that, this is down. You all fucking go down, fucking down now. Then we all like, oh shit. Fuck, I shouldn't have been picked as an IC lah. Like, fuck this. I was like looking at the others. They all were standing up, looking at
Yeah.
us, and then
Yeah.
they all are standing in position. Then like, then we know shit is about to go down lah, cause
Yeah.
something just happened. then freaking PS Nash, one of the PS just brings out the whole entire trash bag. It's like, look how fucking messes you made. Look at that. Like, well, you all don't have the integrity to put in the trash inside the trash bags. Fucking hell. Then after that, you're fucking fraud. You're fucking fraud. Then
PS angry, PS Joe also, right? Yeah, they're kicking the trash over and making it. Yeah.
Marcus. Then freaking then all of us were like made to like half down and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Then after that,
Yeah.
then Sir Marcus was like fucking. He was damn silent for the. I mean, he was always silent, but then he
Yeah.
was like damn silent. Then he suddenly said, "Go!" Then everybody just started like fucking out the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this is what I expected. Let's fucking go. Like, I just called everything that was fucking painful. Like, I still remember how much like, I would complain like why my knee fucking painful when we have to high kneel and then check the whole thing. Like everything is so bad. Like everything hurt so bad, but the experience was actually like was actually very memorable because like
Yeah.
everything was like such a mess and stuff, and like
It met your
something I
expectations.
wouldn't experience. Yeah, it met my expectations. And then here's the funny part though. So which actually links to the question about the funny parts of NS. So remember Sir Marcus asked us to crawl and stuff. He asked us to stand up and fucking dash across the whole road.
Yeah.
I was like, crawl. I reached to the point where there's a huge pole, a lamp post there. Then they asked us to run right. I wasn't looking at my front. So what I did was, I stand up, I just ran forward, I crashed into the fucking pole. It was damn funny. I was like,
I knew
it was
it.
damn funny. Like, I still remember the time where I think during the Our Boys to Men thing, it's like if you what's the statement they say? In the army, don't act garang. You act blur. You do anything also. If you don't know anything, just act blur. Then that's what I did, and the consequences were I hit onto a pole. I was okay lah. I think I had this concussion, but then I was like living in the moment. The adrenaline was there. I didn't mind it, and so we went there. Then they had this uh they had this gathering, and then all of us lining up and form up. Then after that, you all high kneel. Then it started with what do you call this? Sir Marcus saying like degrading all the sergeants, taking all their ranks, putting on the floor. Fucking shit.
Sergeant
He
Kashin, all
didn't
that, yeah.
he didn't swear, but he kind of like degraded them to the point where like they're worthless and something like that, which actually got to me like I even though I didn't cry about that, like it got to me like this shit's fucked up. Then
Yeah.
then like like it's happening in front of my eyes, like sergeants getting D-rank and then putting on the fucking
Yeah.
floor, and just like stomping on the ground like yo
So
like this.
it was sad. It was sad until Zaki had to down Sergeant Kashing. You remember he was no.
No.
That's from emotional you went to fucking funny. No.
Yo! I think that was like that was funny, man. That was funny.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we went from like emotional. Then after it went to like Zaki moment. Then after that, give us our letters. And did if you don't mind me asking, do you cry?
Yeah,
Or
she did.
Same.
I actually did. I mean, what happened did not make me cry. What I actually thought about made me cry. So, what I actually thought about when, like when they all talking about freedom of Singapore, I was actually thinking about my family, and they gave me like a sense where what if like Singapore got raided and like I wasn't there to like help them, and I was very helpless because I didn't have this experience of bearing arms and all this stuff. Like, what if I don't have like the fight, you know?
Yeah.
And I was thinking about my sister and my parents and all that. Like I every time like when I think about the worst situation, is like the literal duck. And what if they get raped stuff?
Oh
Like
shit.
yeah, I think of the darkest things I could ever think of.
Mm.
Like what if the soldiers, like they rape them, then they shoot them,
Yeah.
they make them
War
suffer and all
crimes
that.
lah.
And
War
I
crimes.
and I don't have like a say to it. I don't have
Mm.
anything to do about it because I'm very unexperienced and stuff. And I look when I actually like thought of it, wow, like my morality just went down. So like I think I was depressed at the moment, and like I didn't feel like myself,
Mm.
and I think that's what made me cry. How about you? Did you tear?
Yeah, I
Did you
cried
shed your tear?
because on that week before booking in, my mother went to Madrid. She flew to Madrid, and then I wouldn't see her for another further 2 weeks, so 3 weeks in total lah. Because of that, I cried lah, because I wouldn't see my mother for 3 weeks. But the letter, my father wrote it. Then thinking of them, thinking of Bailey, it got into me lah. Looking back through the BMT days, I should have been so complacent, so lazy. Then I
Mm,
didn't. That's one of the factors why I decided to do a 180 during IVT phase lah. So yeah,
I
I wholeheartedly agree with you. Especially we are nice. We literally are sort of part of the front lines. We protect all the key installations and all that.
yes,
We are literally doing a duty for our country, protecting our family. There's this saying, you fight not because you hate the enemy in front of you, but you fight because you protect what's behind you, and what's behind
exactly.
is your family lah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
So
that's
that saying that it caps everything that we did. That quote right there. Yeah.
I think it's a really good like experience of like I think it we're blessed to have these kinds of like things um to have, and I think sometimes we just I feel like as a human I think we take advantage of these things and we don't look at the bright side of things,
Yeah.
which I think it's sad that it happens. But yeah, um oh yeah, what made me cry more is my sister. Like she was the one who wrote the letter. Like it was I think it was 2 pages. One is my sister, one is my two parents,
Mm.
and then both my parents. And then I saw what my sister wrote, and like knowing that she couldn't like write properly, like but then she tried to like say like congratulations, boy, like I love you. Then, yo, like I
Mm.
didn't I didn't expected that. I was like I just the whole like it just even dropped me even more. Like it was like an experience that I actually never had like where I mean I did have the support of my family, but like at the point of time like I feel like I was at my lowest, and then
Mm.
they actually like supported me and stuff, and it did help me,
Mm.
and yeah. Anyways, okay. So besides the physical changes, the things you see in front of a mirror,
Mm.
what are the changes you actually saw within yourself, like in terms of mentality and the way you think.
Mm. I would say I become I okay, honestly I'm thankful for NS because that's the start of my self improvement journey, not only physical. Mentally I become stronger. Wherever there's adversity, I will always try to push myself and give my best. But also not because of for myself, but also because of our guys. If you're gonna be a leader, right, then you need to show that you can push through adversity, through tough times, so that your men can feel it, and then they will also be willing to
Change as
they are that
well.
sort of influence lah. Yeah. That's the leadership portion. Um, I think yeah. What I say it encapsulates, or rather sums up my self-improvement journey from NS to now. It's all about like determination and pushing through all the tough times lah, you know. No, there's this saying, tough times don't last, but tough men do. Yeah, right. But going back to the the funny moment, right? I cannot get out of my head. If we were talking about field camp, you know the night where we sleep at the for what's it called, shell scrape, right? then we couldn't really see because in front of us was dark, behind us was like a jungle and everything. Sorry, going off track here, but the we were warned about wild boars and everything, right? So I heard like all the way. Then I thought like I couldn't really see where. Then I sort of narrowed down the sound.
You saw what?
I narrowed down the sound. I thought it was a wild boar coming at us. You know who it was or not? It was Nash snoring. But I couldn't sleep for 30 minutes just to find that source, you know, until it was actually Nash. But yeah, speaking of Nash, that BMT phase with him and experiencing with him was like, wow, shit, I gotta do better. Sort of like I won't say better than him, but then, you know, if I were to want to help people, right, I need to adjust my mindset. Not only I should help myself, I help myself improve first, but then also help others when I actually can. Because if you don't improve yourself, right, if you don't help yourself, how are you gonna help others? You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
because of my buddyship with Nash, I thought well, shit, I also like kanina, like this kind of guy fucked up with it also, like I'm not even buddy worthy. I don't even think I should go to SCS or even be buddy with you or be buddy with all the other ups people, like I say like Ryan D'Souza, let's say Jethro, if they were to be in a nice without going to SCS and OCS lah. How can I be worthy of being a good buddy if I myself, the character is so fucked up? So that's why I did a 180 during IVT. Physically, you know, just changed myself thanks to Sir Jamison, eating less and all that. Mentally, I think I also have to credit to Sir Ron, because at the point of time you weren't around, but Sir Ron made us write sort of journal entry, like reflect how each week goes by. So most of the thing I wrote is about going through adversity lah, and tough times lah. So that really my character changed because of NS. You know, if I can push through this physical hardships during NS, right, then, you know, when you go to studies, when I'm studying right now, when I go to work, you definitely you have that determination to get through your assignments, get through exams. When it comes to work, you can get through all these tasks. So because of this mentality that we adopt during NS, it will definitely help us in the future when we go to workforce. So that's how I perceive it lah. I mean, life is tough, you know, but if you like try to seek ways to escape it, then what's the point? So
What's the point of living it?
that's my take lah. So the question to your the answer to your question is not only do I change myself physically, but mentally, that's how I perceive life lah. Yeah.
It's more like you're technically saying it's more like the growth that you kind of like had. I mean, basically life is more like growth, not like about staying stagnant at some place.
Yeah. And you need all these efforts. If you are always in the comfort zone, like let's say right now, had I not seek you out on doing the podcast last week, right, I would be just sitting on my ass all day, browsing internet, not doing anything with my life. If you're always in your comfort zone, right, you'll never grow. So that's exactly why, and in NS, we are not always in our comfort zone. We are always forced to push way past our comfort zone. So that's why you got to get through these adversities. You only can grow your character if you
Discipline.
if you yeah if you have these tough times, you know. If you're just comfortable, you cannot improve your life. So like let's say I'm not saying war is necessary. Like let's say World War 1, World War 2, but it did happen. It's atrocity. Millions of people died, right? But then throughout all these tough times, people learn. People um know how to treat each other better. Try to um not have these full scale massive wars. I mean we still had many wars, small scale wars throughout the centuries, but then people learn lah through adversities. If you just sit back all day, not going through tough times, then you don't have growth. So that's my take. Yeah.
Definitely.
Mm.
Yeah. Um, I actually think that uh, oops. I actually think that most of us could actually relate to this when we actually WADIO. I think we had displayed the value of like discipline
Mm.
throughout, and I even especially for me like um remember how I was like very fat and like I actually got challenged to actually push myself to do better because like I feel like what's the point of um getting in such a very bad mood all the time and like always thinking about oh shit he someone achieved this because you know some
Yeah.
uh because he 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 saw something that is good and something that I mean like you get me like you compare other people
Mm.
and you compare like the good things they made that's why they achieve things
Yeah.
and like rather than being bitter why don't you just do it for yourself as
Yeah.
well so that you know
The worst
you
thing the worst thing is to compare yourself to other
with
people.
others.
You
Yeah, it's
you
more
don't
like
don't don't compare your chapter 1 to other people's chapter 12. That's the saying.
mm,
It's
yeah,
your life. You improve yourself. Other people see it. Other people acknowledge it. They don't. Then fuck it. It's your life.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like a personal like you you have to experience it in order for you to grow.
Yeah.
And I think many people are like the lesson I took from NS is uh what's the point of leaving if you're not going to like um try out something that you actually I mean it doesn't have to be something you like but something you
Mm.
actually like are interested in, you know.
Mm.
I mean interested and like is the same thing. But anyways, um what's the point of fearing to be in the wrong? What's the point of living if you're fearing in like if you are uh hesitating to try out things?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm kind of like confused with what I'm saying, but
I
um
I understand what I mean. You should
like
don't fear don't hesitate to try new things. Don't fear
mm,
if you fail and everything. You should always take the risk. Yeah. Is that what
exactly.
is that what you mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Like even if you find this like challenging,
Yeah.
like and like you see all these failures, like I can guarantee you, like every success story
As a
has its
failure.
failures as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, like for example, Steve Jobs and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they have their own failure stories as well.
Mm.
And I think NS is more like a success story. Like like if you think of it, you'll never learn. You truly never learn if you never experience it.
Mm.
Yeah, which is one of the f- the good things about NS. Yeah.
Mm.
Um. Okay. Uh, I know that we both display like a strong uh agreement towards NS, like saying that it's a good thing. But like in your opinion, what's your take on like what's your advice on people who wait, I think we have said that advice and stuff. Okay, like as an ORD personnel, like
Mm.
looking back, right? What do you think of like NS now
In terms of what, like
in terms
is
of
like must do
uh
or in terms of experience.
In terms of experience wise, and like what can you give to the people who are listening?
I think, put it simply, you like or don't like it, you have to suck thumb. That's put it very simply. Um, Again, it's a test of character. You suddenly can't go AWOL, and what does it tell about your character? Your friends suffer and then you don't. Then if you go to workplace and all that, if you succumb to pressure, you succumb to adversity, and you just escape, then what does it tell you about what does it say about your character? So I would say tough times are gonna be there. Just keep
Mm,
pushing through, and positive mindset lah.
that's deep.
That's also one of our key elements to this podcast, and to both of us. We are
Yeah,
positive. We think every time we think that there's a setback, we always think that, okay, at least there's something positive about it. And if you can adjust your mindset to having positive thoughts, then you can push through. It's like, time flies when you're having fun. I think of
yeah,
what we do, like outfield, POI duties, everything as fun. And when I think of it as fun, right, time really pass. If you just sit back having like a lot of admin time, browse your phone, or you just skip all the high keys, everything, time will pass really slow. So even if you don't like it and you want time to pass by, adjust your mindset positively, and, and,
mm,
and just push through lah. And when you push through, when you think positive, when you have fun, then time really will pass. So that's the advice I would give to I would say soldiers right now, or to new enlistees. Yeah. But
definitely agree on you on that one. Yeah,
what were your thoughts when just 2 years after ORD just passed by? Like towards ORD, how do you feel, and right now after ORD, how do you sort of adjust back to CV life?
like how am I like coping right now? Like when I'm adjusting my
How do you
like
how
what
do
are
you
the
how do you feel like the weeks going to ORD? How do you feel, and how do you feel when we ORD? How do you adjust back to CV life? What were your thoughts
okay.
going through? Yeah.
My thoughts like pre ORD was I just want to get things over and done with. I cause we had this like we had this sort of like in how you say it's like bad times like going on, like there were a lot of like disadvantages that were like given to us because some bad shit just happened, and like we had to like adapt with it. And then I just wanted to get out of there so that like um we wouldn't uh cause any more like dam how do I say this like uh cause this
It's
is very
alright.
hard to
Process your
like
thoughts. It's alright.
it's definitely very it was a very hard time to pass by because there was some shit that went on and we just wanted to like get things over and done with because there were like privileges were like taken away from us, so like
Mm.
some bad shit happened.
Yeah.
And then yeah, and
Yeah.
like we just wanted to get things through but other than that thought I I was actually like not just like looking forward but like thinking about like reflecting about what happened during NS and like how much fun I actually had.
Yeah.
And um I believe that I think I would miss the people that I actually met during NS. And I actually really enjoyed their like company and like the experiences that like they shared with me and stuff.
Yeah.
And I kind of had this like insight where um I should be more appreciative to what I actually have,
Mm.
because I think I was very I believe that I'm a very spoiled individual. And I think I take things for granted quite easily. um and I'm trying to learn from it and
Mm.
still do. uh And yeah, but anyways, back to the topic. I think uh I think my uh how
Are
do
you
I say
getting
this?
emotional?
No, my nose is just very itchy, like so dusty in this room. Um, I was thinking that I should actually whatever I learned in NS, um, I should actually apply it in like what you said about like applying things like outside in the real world when
Yeah.
you're out of it. I was thinking about that as well. And actually, you know what? Um, the culture that actually get like that I actually experienced during NS, I actually put it into my real life. So um, before NS, I didn't really had the time. I didn't had the time to prepare my stuff and like all these force preps and
Mm.
stuff. Like I
Yeah.
became a more dependable person where I would take charge in the things that that I'm going to be experiencing. For example, I made schedules of myself. I made improvements on things that need to be improved. Like for example, my will to study, and then
Mm.
I had this like um very bad mindset where wow, studying again, fuck you, like
Yeah.
I like so demoralizing. Like why don't you just like my advice to myself was, I mean, to those others who are listening, like yeah, like for what you said, like change the mindset, and which is what I did lah. And so yeah, schedules and stuff for the first preps. And I think as learning from the experience of NS,
Mm.
I actually want to show you something. Like this bit over here,
Uh-huh.
I mean, besides the stuffed toy, uh, actually, like after I developed this habit. I actually realized that I actually developed this habit of making my bed, because
Yeah.
I realized how much uh I I did not enjoy making my own bed. So every day, like before I actually get out of my bed, I always do the SAF format where
Oh my god, same
uh
bro. Same. Literally.
like
Yeah.
I realized I just fix it like whatever was taught to me. Like I feel like it's the culture has ingrained to my own self, and like
Mm.
even now I still have my admin bottle, bro. I keep it full. I keep it full.
Bro, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's why
regarding to your bed, I before NS, I mean, I learned to make my bed lah. I had the blanket, but you know those cover, those type. Then after NS, then
yeah
I completely removed my cover and used blanket that's a bit like how we had. So it's much easier and
yeah
much neater, like your bed right now.
exactly
Yeah, and then
yeah
pillow, sorry, blanket underneath your pillow, everything. So
yeah.
yeah,
It's
it's all
so
about the discipline. Yeah.
yeah. I think NS really taught us the value of being disciplined,
Mm.
being diligent as well,
Yeah.
to do everything in your best ability, to your best ability,
Yeah. To your
in
best.
the best of your ability.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
To your
Uh,
best of your abilities.
yes, yes. Anyways, improvements I've made. I'm actually reading the Stoic, the 365 days of
Oh, the
Stoicism.
daily stoic.
Yeah, the daily Stoic.
Ryan Holiday.
And
Is it?
what day am I at right now?
No,
I think about.
the writer Ryan Holiday, right?
Oh no, it's I think is
Is
it
a
Ryan
different guy.
Holiday? Uh, I'm actually not so sure. I actually read the two books actually, like one per day.
Mm.
Uh, oh yeah, by Ryan Holiday and Martin Mendoz.
Ah.
Yeah, I read it like every day, and like I I developed this habit to actually process my thoughts
Mm.
into notes. So each day when I read, I actually like kind of like converse with my own self, like saying, okay, what does this mean?
Mm.
I became more analytical on things, like
Yeah.
the purpose on things. And I think it's very important that you actually question yourself before you actually do things, and um which is what I'm doing right now lah. And um I think the I realize being an army personnel, uh, like the values that you have, puts you in a spot,
Mm.
puts you in a class. Like wow, I mean, not forget about the rank you hold and all that shit. It's like you put like the values that you have, like you put up into a spot, like you kept up a standard.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm actually very thankful for the army for doing that, and like not only like you put up standards for like the values that you have, but also like the standards that you put in your work, like for example the bid, your schoolwork and all that stuff. And I think
Yeah.
it really applies to like everyday life. I think that aside from that, I think the army was like very like a wake up call for me lah.
Yeah. Definitely.
And
Same here.
and I think it's a I think it's a hell of a experience. Like it was, I think it was the best experience I've ever had. Like I met some really great people there, and um like they motivated me and stuff, and like
Mm.
you kind of want to be an example to be just like them.
Yeah.
And like uh but yeah, that's most uh that's it for the for that question. Like did I answer your question? Like
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. You did. You did. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Like
yeah.
for me, it's like before NS, studying was like you said lah, really a pain in the ass. My parents always tell me enjoy, suffer first, enjoy later, but I always do the opposite, enjoy first, suffer later, right?
Okay, first offer letter.
After that came to NS, I become more disciplined in my fitness, with what I do.
Mm.
After NS, then I decided to put work first. All my assignments, I tend to my notion is all these individual or group assignments, right? I prefer to do it immediately after the class, the day after the class, so that I sort of get a head start.
Yes.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
when people need help, right? Then I can help them. Like what I told you about Nash and being a good buddy and
Mm.
everything. I want to.
Mm.
That's the whole thing about self improvement. You improve yourself, you help
So they can
yourself, then you can help other people.
you
That's
also
my
help others.
notion. Yeah. And I remember in NS we were like saying, wow, I miss CV life, I miss studying. Yeah. Now looking
Yeah.
back, I miss NS.
Miss NS.
Yeah. But
Okay,
I
we
balance it
might
lah.
be we might be very like how you say this, might be very crazy for saying I miss NS, like I miss NS
Yeah.
life. Like if you think of it, NS life was okay, maybe for some of you not because you didn't really have the bond like what me and Jones had. But like um but like NS was actually like a good life. Like
Mm.
life treated us well there. That's why we like
Yeah.
stayed. And I feel like the culture that cultivated the our morals and stuff, and like
Mm.
I think is is what made us miss NS the most lah.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
the small things, like
Mm.
uh like sharing the same food, like the sets food, and
Yeah.
like shit again, like it's so like it may not be a good experience, but you guys are there together, and like
Yeah.
like you guys are experiencing the same things, and like you may not you may not never get this kinds of experience ever again. And like
Yeah.
I really appreciated like what I had in NS. And um what I can apply for this what do you call this, like real life, is that not only that the morality and stuff, but the improvements is more like the little things, like
Mm.
like enjoy, whether in your NS pre BMT, just enjoy the little things. They will
Yeah.
go. You never know. You actually wanted that like when they are gone.
Mm.
And which is what I actually realized, that you should actually like enjoy the 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 smallest of things. But anyways, yeah, that's more of like Like it.
Yeah, that one of the key reasons why I miss NS because of RO, our routine order. Every time
Oh yeah.
we got specific time to wake up, things, what are the activities to do. Now I'd be like, okay, finish assignment. After, what do I do after assignment? I'll work out. What do I do after that? Then I'll walk daily. Or what do I do after that? Uh, think of other side hustles to do. That's exactly why I thought of doing the podcast, because I after doing assignments, right, after clearing all the workouts, everything, what else can I do? I really don't want to sit on my ass all day and just surfing the net, everything. I want to do something productive. So hence I thought of this podcast, other side hustles that I'm gonna pursue doing, um, just to keep myself busy. During NS, we are so busy, time really flies. But now when it comes to school, it's like, wow, shit, time passes very slowly. But if you can make yourself busy throughout the day, right, then that will be damn fulfilling. And that's the purpose that I'm trying to find in life, post NS. Yeah, trying to have
To
a
have the
routine,
same
a
the same
regimen. Yeah,
the same the same experience that you had in NS to keep it going.
yeah.
The specific thing.
If there's no purpose to life, then it's not really worth living. You know what I mean? If you
Mm,
just if you got nothing to do, that's why day by day I plan what to do. And when I there's a disadvantage to doing assignments early, like you finish it and then you really don't know what to do. So
mm,
yeah, so that's why I keep thinking of other activities and projects to do lah. Yeah.
mm. That's why you came out with this podcast.
Yes. Yes. You know what's the funny story about coming out with this podcast? I actually had a channel just last week. I post some episodes on Football Manager, the game. If you're
Mm.
familiar with it, yeah. Then I post episodes. Then I was gonna record on this episode. And then I was like, oh shit, is this what I want in life? Like play video games, everything. Just sit on my ass all day, and it's not really me. Sure, I enjoy Football Manager, but then it's not something I want to do all day. So I merely deleted the channel, like right at the instant. 10 minutes later, I contacted you on the podcast. That's how I thought of it, because I know we have got something that we can share on
To
YouTube. Yeah, I know both of us got filled with content and positivity that we can share on YouTube, but
yeah.
we didn't know what was the idea until 10 minutes later upon deleting that my Football Manager channel. Then I knew it was podcast. So that's how it got through lah. It got to it lah.
Mm.
Yeah. So Sam, any closing remarks?
Mm. Just want to say, wherever you are, enjoy life. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it as it is. Whatever good times or bad times you're actually struggling to go through, remember that it's gonna pass. And just like NS, like all the bad shit that we've been through, um, everything is gonna pass just like that. And just enjoy the little things. And yeah, that's more like it, like the
Hmm.
closing remarks. Yeah,
I would
that's it.
say keep an open mind, keep a positive mind. There are a lot of characters that you can learn from, good or bad, but you should take
Yes.
these experiences, sort of mold your future, and then you can carry over to your school life after NS, or even to work life. But important is to really keep a positive mind. If you don't have if you have a negative mind, right, you really cannot get through NS and all these adversities to come right after NS.
It's harder. It wouldn't.
Yeah,
It wouldn't be. You cannot go through. It's like it's much more harder
yeah,
than just thinking of it like a positive mindset. It's
yeah,
like a
truly.
loophole. Like being positive. It's actually a loophole for you to actually go through life, like as it is. Like even with all these adversities and stuff. Like it's actually an easier way than being a negative person, closing
Mm,
your mind.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's that's
That's
that's
that's
that's taking the easy way out. Like and as we said, if you don't challenge yourself, if you don't step out of your comfort zone, then you will never grow your character.
exactly
You will never improve your
exactly
life. Yeah.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
right, Sam,
All right. Yes.
bottoms up. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, bottles up. Bottles up, brother.
Bottoms or bottle? Bottle
Bottle,
or okay,
bottles.
bottle.
Cause like it's like a whole
Oh yeah,
like a
bottle.
whole
Oh, yeah.
company, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
All right,
Bottles
bottoms
up,
up. Caps off.
caps off.
Alright, since it's your code, you start it.
Life is good, so
So
live it
live it
well.
well. Bye.